Good morning, America. Overnight, the U.S. launching a fresh round of strikes on Iran after President Trump says he's considering a major escalation as Iran-backed rebels in Yemen threaten a new oil checkpoint, sending gas prices higher. We're live in the region.
Sweeping new tariffs. President Trump imposing a new round on more than 80 countries as they go into effect this morning, the potential impact on small businesses.
Breaking overnight, a seaplane crashing into the water off Washington State. Oh my gosh. Fire swallowing the plane. All 11 people on board accounted for. What we are learning this morning.
Washout. A multi-day flash flood threat in the southeast after days of relentless rain. One car sucked underneath a bridge.
Hey, there's a car.
Oh my God, no!
Ginger is tracking the latest.
Growing fallout from the deadly police shooting in Wisconsin. Tensions flaring as the man gunned down by police is identified.
2 men stabbed in broad daylight in a wealthy New York City neighborhood, both now recovering. Or the attacks hate crimes.
Raging wildfires, forcing thousands of tourists to evacuate in Europe as another intense heat wave fuels the flames.
Breaking her silence, the district attorney in the Nolan Wells case speaking out.
Nolan's family deserves answers, and our community deserves answers.
What she's saying about the investigation into the 18-year-old's death.
Terrifying close encounter.
Back off! Get out of here!
A couple followed by a bear while hiking. What happened next?
Bon Jovi abruptly ends his concert, making the announcement to a packed Madison Square Garden. Admitting he was battling an illness.
It's the summer of Jimothy. He's the lovable, curiously shaped raccoon burning up the internet. How he's become a star. And the real-life superhero swinging into action. We hear from this friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Friday. Good morning, America.
And good morning, America. Happy Friday. So great to have you with us. Don't know what we're more excited about, Jimothy or Spider-Man?
Or Coco Jones.
Exactly. Yes.
I just want to know who's going to name their kid Jimothy after all of this excitement. We want you to take a look first, though, at this stunning moment caught on camera. There was a car stuck in floodwaters, eventually getting sucked under a bridge in West Virginia. And this morning, Leslie Lopez is in North Carolina with the latest on the heavy rain and flooding. Plus, Ginger has that forecast when they could finally catch a break.
Yeah, hopefully soon. We're also going to have the latest on this breaking news video overnight. Video capturing the moments that this seaplane crashed in Washington State. All 11 people on board were rescued.
But we do begin here with the latest on the war with Iran. The U.S. launching another round of strikes overnight after President Trump said he's considering a, quote, massive attack. Let's get right to Chief White House correspondent Mary Bruce with the latest. Mary, good morning.
Good morning, Whit. And as these daily strikes continue, sources tell us that the president is preparing for a dramatic escalation, possibly returning to the kind of full-scale attacks we saw at the beginning of this conflict. Overnight, the U.S. launching strikes on Iran for the 13th consecutive night. Iran responding with another wave of drone attacks against U.S. assets in Kuwait. The strikes continuing as President Trump now threatens a major escalation in the war, telling Axios he's considering a massive attack bigger than ever before, saying the U.S. is prepared and that he's close to making a decision.
We want to get it over with, and we want to do it right.
Sources tell ABC News one option under consideration is a return to the kind of full-scale strikes seen in the opening days of the war. The conflict is already expanding, with Iranian-backed Houthi rebels attacking 2 Saudi oil tankers in the Red Sea, choking another key waterway. Trump claims that Iran wants to come back to the table, but that he's not yet willing to negotiate, saying they haven't received enough pain yet. And less than 24 hours after announcing a landmark agreement with Saudi Arabia, allowing them to develop a civilian nuclear energy program and possibly enrich uranium, the president is now dramatically changing the terms with a new condition that could put the entire deal out of reach. Trump saying it is totally subject to Saudi Arabia joining the very respected and successful Abraham Accords. But that remains highly unlikely. It would require Saudi Arabia to normalize diplomatic relations with Israel, something they have refused to do unless Israel commits to a Palestinian state. And Iran this morning is out with a stark new warning telling civilians in countries that are hosting U.S. military personnel to stay at least 500 meters from any building suspected of housing American forces. Rachel.
Okay, Mary, thank you. And you just heard from Mary there. 13 nights of attacks. This war is intensifying and a potential new choke point for oil is emerging in the Red Sea. Matt Rivers has the latest now from Jordan. Good morning, Matt.
Hey, good morning, Rachel. We're right alongside the Red Sea where there is real concern that yet another front could be opening up in this ongoing war. Multiple Saudi oil tankers recently have been targeted in the Red Sea by the Houthis, the Iranian-backed rebel group in Yemen. President Trump responding, saying if they do this again, the U.S. will hold Iran responsible. Now, we've been talking about the Strait of Hormuz for months, but less so about a strait called Bab el-Mandeb, just off the coast of Yemen in the Red Sea. 10 to 12% of all global shipping goes through that strait each year, and now a lot of Saudi oil does as well. The fear now is what happens if the Houthis and Iran jointly decide to close Bab el-Mandeb altogether, causing oil prices to skyrocket. That would obviously have a huge impact on the global economy, a fraught moment right now here along the Red Sea. Guys?
Sure is. Matt Rivers for us. We appreciate it. Let's check in again on how this escalation is impacting the markets and gas prices. And Rebecca, you've been tracking all of this here.
Right. And it's easy to see as a customer how it's impacting gas prices. You see it every time you hit the pump. National average this morning, $4.09 a gallon. It has been creeping higher since this re-escalation. Gas Buddy's Patrick DeHaan predicts the U.S. could see $4.25 to $4.40 a gallon very soon. And it all comes back to the price of oil. Multiple routes are threatened. You just heard from Matt there, a new one with the price of oil about $89.37 a barrel this morning.
Yeah, and the White House is also imposing new tariffs, which we've seen rattle the markets in the past.
We have, and this new round goes into effect just as the old one expires. It targets 60 economies over what the U.S. describes as forced labor practices. The impact here is likely mostly significant on small and mid-sized businesses. They import a lot, and then customers who pay higher prices as a result of that. Now, remember, the reciprocal tariffs, those were largely struck down by the Supreme Court. A number of companies at this point are even getting refunds for those, but importantly here, not consumers.
Yes,
they have
that
not
ripple
felt
effect
it.
that everyone will feel.
It could be a 1-2 punch between the tariffs and also gas prices, too. Well, Rebecca, we appreciate you following it all for us. Okay, we're going to turn now to the dramatic video out of Washington State. A seaplane crashing after making an emergency landing. Trevor Ault joins us now with the very latest. And Trevor, all 11 people were rescued.
They did, Rich, and it's pretty unbelievable that that happened. So this is a tour plane flying over the Pacific Ocean, clearly encountered a significant issue as it repeatedly circled, then made that rough emergency landing. And then, of course, the scramble to get all 11 people off of that plane as the engine erupted in flames.
This morning, dramatic new video of the terrifying moment that tourist float plane crashed along Washington State's coast near Seattle. The plane skimming low over the water before heading straight into the rocky shoreline. That smoking de Havilland Otter seaplane disabled on the rocks.
Just stay there!
Its nose in the air as passengers race to escape the cabin, climbing to safety as Good Samaritans rush in to help.
Oh my gosh!
Then flames erupting from the aircraft's engine, fire quickly swallowing the plane.
Most likely what happened was the tanks were breached as the airplane augered in, and what you saw was an ignition point.
The Coast Guard and local emergency responders racing to the scene. Authorities say the 10 passengers on board and the pilot all survived, but several were hurt, including one person now in critical condition. Officials say that Kenmore Air flight took off at 4:30 p.m. from Lake Union Thursday for a scenic flight tour bound for Roche Harbor on San Juan Island. It crashed at 5:15 p.m. Investigators are now working to determine what forced the pilot to attempt an emergency landing in Shallow Bay on Susha Island. Kenmore Air CEO says in a statement, "We are grateful that everyone aboard has been accounted for, and our immediate focus is ensuring our passengers and pilot receive the care and support they need," and say they are fully cooperating with the investigating authorities.
The fact that all 11 people got out and the fire indicates not only that there were a lot of boaters around who immediately jumped in to help, but also the resilience of this type of airplane.
Now, some of those passengers on board did suffer head injuries, lacerations, even broken bones, according to officials. But just incredible that all 11 of them were able to make it out of the plane, survive that impact. Rebecca?
Yes, thank goodness for that. Trevor, thank you. We're going to go now to the dangerous flooding in North Carolina. Rain there pummeling the region for days, and it's expected to last into the weekend. Leslie Lopez is in Raleigh with the latest. Good morning, Leslie.
Good morning, Rebecca. Unrelenting rain continues here in the state of North Carolina, bringing trees like this massive one behind me here. You can see the soil is just so soft and saturated and really assisting in helping to bring these trees down. The threat is far from over. Heavy rounds of rain will continue today.
This morning, parts of North Carolina facing a multi-day flash flood threat after heavy rain pummeled the region. As much as 5 inches of rain falling in 24 hours in the central part of the state. One tree crushed this vehicle outside Charlotte, trapping a father and child inside. Trevor Tompkins helped pull them to safety.
I had to fight through the trees. I was standing on top of that branch that was behind the car. We pulled him out, and everyone's okay.
An oak tree also crashed into this Raleigh home, shattering windows and punching through the roof. That same system bringing deadly flooding to West Virginia earlier this week, killing at least 2 people. Search and rescue crews still working to clear debris and reopen roads.
Hey, there's a car.
Oh my God, no!
This as we are seeing new images of destruction. A car in Buckhannon sucked underneath a bridge by raging floodwaters. And in Weston, a hotel lobby filled with feet of muddy water. Meanwhile, overnight, Bertha dying off after making a second landfall near the Texas-Louisiana border.
Now, people here concerned for more dangerous weather and the impacts. We'll have more of this continue through Saturday. Whit?
All right, Leslie Lopez, thanks so much. And the threat for flooding in the Carolinas isn't over yet. Let's get right to Ginger here with the latest.
Yes, so Charleston to Wilmington today finds themselves in a level 3 out of 4. So that's where some of the heaviest rain will be falling. We're talking about 3-inch per hour rainfall rates possible. That's why you see that red area that includes Myrtle Beach right in the center of it. We've seen these heavy showers. Obviously, we know what this front can do. It's taken its sweet time getting through, and we're going to see this all the way through Saturday afternoon. So if you have plans to go to the beach, looks like the coast gets some of the heaviest even going through Saturday afternoon, down through Garden City, Charleston, Myrtle Beach included. Some of those totals could still top 4 to 6+ inches. Here's the silver lining. North Carolina, 28% of it is in the second highest level of drought, or was in yesterday's update from the drought monitor. This will be helpful, at least for that part. Guys.
Yeah, we'll take the silver lining. Okay, Ginger, thanks. Now to the growing tension in Madison, Wisconsin, as the victim in the deadly police shooting has now been identified. Chief Justice correspondent Pierre Thomas joins us now with the latest on the investigation. Good morning, Pierre.
Rachel, good morning. Emotions are raw and tensions are simmering as Madison tries to heal from that fatal police shooting that left a black man dead.
Overnight, a community mourning the death of Corey Ruiz, a black man fatally shot during a violent encounter with police. The vigil coming only hours after a bizarre moment when city leaders tried to provide an update to the community about Ruiz's death.
Because we don't want to hear anything you've been saying.
A man spewing anti-Semitic and anti-capitalism views suddenly emerges from the audience and literally takes the microphone from the Madison police chief. The tense moment came as the city grapples with Ruiz's death, which is raising the searing questions of race and policing. ABC News reviewing multiple videos showing what took place. Police were responding to reports of a man checking the doors of parked cars Wednesday afternoon. Officers spotting him, but police say he took off on a bike. They catch up with him roughly a half hour later. Police say he pulled out a fixed blade knife. Officers trying to tase him, but police say they were unsuccessful. The struggle continues with the man ending up on the ground on his side. Then 3 shots fired. Ruiz pronounced dead at a local hospital. Part of the controversy, the police in Madison typically do not wear body cameras.
I understand the very strong emotions that people are feeling. I am feeling them too.
The officers involved have been placed on administrative leave, and the police chief says an independent investigation has been launched by the state. Rebecca?
All right, Pierre, thank you. We turn now to two men who were stabbed in broad daylight right here in New York City, with the attacks now being investigated as possible hate crimes. Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katursky has the latest. Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. The suspect now is in a police precinct this morning awaiting charges that could include hate crimes. In broad daylight Thursday afternoon, police said the suspect randomly stabbed two men in their 50s on Manhattan's Upper West Side after shouting Allahu Akbar. One of the victims is Asian, who was stabbed in the back with a knife. The other victim is Jewish. He had just stepped outside a synagogue when he was stabbed in the chest with a screwdriver. A UPS driver who saw what happened followed the suspect for several blocks, and police took 51-year-old Raul Morales, who you see there, into custody. Now, in addition to the possible hate crime, the police commissioner said the suspect's mental health may have been a factor. Both victims, though, thankfully stable this morning in the hospital.
Yeah, that's good news, but a frightening situation for sure. All right, Aaron, thank you. Now to a member of Vice President Vance's security detail under investigation now by the Secret Service for possibly leaking sensitive information. Jay O'Brien is in Washington with the latest. Jay, good morning.
Whit, good morning to you. The Secret Service says an agent on Vice President J.D. Vance's detail is facing an internal investigation and even a potential criminal probe over accusations this unnamed agent leaked information about the vice president's travel, compromising his security. A Secret Service spokesperson telling ABC News that, quote, any conduct that potentially threatens the safety of a protectee will not be tolerated. According to a source, this all ties back to a report by MS Now, which ABC News has not independently verified, reporting that some agents were growing frustrated by what they thought were last-minute, hastily planned, and in some instances inappropriate travel by VP Vance and his family. The examples in the report include a reported planned flight on a military helicopter to bring the vice president and his son to a golf lesson, which was ultimately canceled due to bad weather, and repeated flights to an area in rural Virginia where the Vances were reportedly going house hunting. We've not heard back from the vice president's office this morning after a request for comment, guys.
All right, Jay O'Brien for us. Thank you. And Lara is here. You've got some news on Bon Jovi.
I do. Good morning to you all. So we're turning now to Bon Jovi, forced to call it quits mid-show last night during his residency here in New York City. The singer apologizing to fans and leaving the stage after just 14 songs.
This morning, fans are concerned for Jon Bon Jovi after he abruptly ended his show Thursday night in front of a packed Madison Square Garden.
Don't throw away your ticket stubs. We'll figure out how to reschedule.
A spokesperson later confirming the 64-year-old singer has been battling a sinus infection, forcing an early end to the 8th show of his 9-night MSG residency. The rock legend making the announcement about 90 minutes into his performance. The highly anticipated Forever Tour marking the Rock and Roll Hall of Famer's first major run since undergoing vocal surgery in 2022, celebrating the band's hits through the decades.
Unless Pat Monahan wants to come up here and help.
Bon Jovi was joined by Train frontman Pat Monahan for a duet of his hit Living on a Prayer.
I feel great.
I love you, John. It's okay, baby. We love you, baby.
I'll see you again soon.
And Bon Jovi says fans should hold on to their ticket stubs while his team finds a date to reschedule last night's abbreviated show. The band's final scheduled Madison Square Garden show remains set for this Sunday. So far, no plans yet to postpone. We sure hope that Jon Bon Jovi's okay.
Yeah. He did say there, I feel great. So that, of course,
which is good to hear. And they got to hear 14 songs.
14 songs is not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
They want more.
The band are so supportive, too. I love that. Yeah. So wishing him well.
Thank you, Lara, for that. All right, coming up here, Aaron Katursky has the latest on the Nolan Wells case.
With the district attorney is speaking out for the first time what she's saying about the investigation into the death of this 18-year-old with his community and family anxious for answers.
Also ahead, what you need to know about peptides. Dr. Tara Narula is here to break down the science on the controversial treatment now being reviewed by the FDA after exploding in popularity online.
Yeah, lots to talk about that one. Plus, we're officially in the summer of Jimothy, the raccoon going viral in Seattle, how brands are now
now cashing in on this year's most unlikely influencer.
Coming up here, thousands of tourists evacuating Europe, the latest as high temperatures fuel those flames.
Plus, how one state is trying to crack down on rising grocery prices.
And the parents taking time from work to be with their teenagers, why teen-ternity leave is now trending.
All right, just give me a sec. Give me a sec. I'm not in high school anymore. Oh, did you stretch? You a big stretcher? It's so good for you. You ready?
So good. Welcome back to GMA. Spider-Man, brand new day, swinging into theaters in just 1 week. But this morning, one real-life friendly neighborhood superhero is going viral for a sweet moment caught on camera. We're going to tell you about that and hear from him in just a bit.
But first, new at 7:30, the latest on the severe stomach outbreak. The CDC has now traced the illness linked to shredded lettuce to an additional 4 states, Illinois, Kansas, Oklahoma, and Pennsylvania. This is in addition to Michigan, Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, and West Virginia. There's currently now a voluntary recall of lettuce products in 27 states.
Midwest Poultry Services is recalling more than 1.5 million cartons of eggs because of potential salmonella contamination. The eggs were sold under various brands.
One couple had a very close encounter with a bear while walking their dog in Alberta, Canada. Wow. Take a look at this. They came face to face with the animal, yelling to try to scare it away before it eventually went back into the woods. Oof. And tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is worth $743 million. That's the 10th largest in its history. And the Powerball jackpot tomorrow has a grand prize of $600 million. So I know Will Reeve normally does the stats. Well, I got you covered today. The odds of winning one of the jackpots is about 290 million to 1. The odds of nailing both, something like 85 quadrillion to 1. I didn't even know quadrillion.
No, it brings you into completely new numerical territory.
Yeah, never tell me the odds, as Han Solo said.
Gotta believe.
Exactly, that's right. Thank you, Rachel. All right, now to the district attorney in the Nolan Wells case, breaking her silence, defending the investigation into the teenager's death. Chief investigative correspondent Aaron Katursky now is with us with the latest. Aaron, good morning.
And good morning again to you. This is the first time we're hearing from the district attorney in Jackson County, Mississippi, who will take the findings of the investigation into the death of Nolan Wells to a grand jury. She wants the public to know she is doing everything by the book. This morning, nearly 3 weeks since Nolan Wells vanished in the waters off the Mississippi Gulf Coast, the district attorney is speaking out to defend the investigation into the 18-year-old's death.
Nolan's family deserves answers, and our community deserves answers.
While his family and his community are clamoring for answers, District Attorney Angel Myers-McElrath says Wells's case is being handled the same way as every death investigation.
I understand the public's urgency to know what happened to Nolan, but we are not taking time for time's sake. We are taking the time required to complete the work this investigation demands.
She met last week with Wells's parents, who pledged to allow investigators to examine his phone, which he left behind in a boat during a July 4th trip with friends to Horn Island. Few details have been released, but the district attorney says that's by design.
The pressure for answers does not change what the work requires. Our responsibility to Nolan and our community is to complete this investigation thoroughly, carefully, without compromise, supported by the evidence and worthy of the confidence of the people we serve.
The Wells family is skeptical Mississippi authorities are up to the job.
My concern, and also my husband's concern, was it was not even an hour that his body had been removed. And the sheriff came out and said, this is, accidental drowning. We don't think there's foul play.
Sources tell ABC News Wells's body was found face down on the water, consistent with drowning. An autopsy the family commission said the cause and manner of the 18-year-old's death was undetermined. The results of the state's official autopsy are still pending. The district attorney is pleading for patience, hoping to convince the public that protecting the integrity of the investigation will allow the truth to be known with confidence. Rebecca?
Yeah, something both his family and the public deserves, that confidence. Okay, Aaron, thank you. We go now to a GMA health alert. This morning, the FDA is reviewing 7 peptides that have gained attention online for claims ranging from injury recovery to anti-aging. Our chief medical medical correspondent Dr. Tara Narula is here with what people need to know. Dr. Narula, it's always great to see you. So break this down. What are peptides and why is the FDA reviewing this now?
Rebecca, peptides are the building blocks of proteins. They are the amino acids that we use in our body. We naturally make them for all sorts of different reasons: hormones, neurotransmission, immunity. You might have heard of certain FDA-approved peptides like GLP-1s or insulin. What we're talking about here are non-FDA-approved peptides that have been circulating the market all over social media. People have been using them for all kinds of purported health benefits and really buying them most recently on the gray and black market, mostly from overseas, where they're labeled for research purposes only, but being sold to individuals. So this panel is basically meeting to review 7 peptides to see if we can bring them to the U.S. market in a very atypical fashion, where they would be made through compounding pharmacies. They would not go through the traditional FDA approval process. And so yesterday, this panel, which we should say does have many members who are promoting or prescribing peptides on it, whereas typically these panels have mostly researchers and academics, did vote narrowly to approve 4 of these peptides to be made by compounding pharmacies. They will be looking today at the remaining 3. Now, this vote is non-binding. It still has to go through the FDA for official approval, so we'll see what happens over the next few months. What is the science here? Really, the science is animal and rodent studies, okay? This is not large-scale human, long-term clinical trial data that we're looking at. So there is some science, but it's not the type that we typically use to prove safety and effectiveness. Right. So the people who are pushing this are saying, look, the market is there, the demand is there, people are using this. Let's give it to them in a safer way through compounding pharmacies. Let's give them medical freedom. On the other hand, you have groups and clinicians and consumer safety advocates saying, look, this has not been proven to be safe or effective. And if we allow this, we're essentially telling the Americans that this looks like it has the same seal of approval or stamp of approval as the typical drugs that go through the rigorous FDA approval process, and that could be misleading. In fact, one of the members of the panel yesterday, Rebecca, had a very strong quote where she said, would the government endorse manufacturing heroin because it's cleaner than what is sold on the street? Just because the market is large, she said, doesn't mean a product should be legalized. It means the product should be studied. I think that was a very powerful statement.
Yeah, absolutely. And lots of conversation on how to regulate all of this. Okay, well, we appreciate you breaking down the hype versus the science for us. Okay, Dr. Narula, thank you. The moment the internet, our studio, have been captivated by one furry mammal, Jimothy. He is going viral online, and now brands are cashing in. And Lara, you have this story for us.
I sure do. I think his name just gets you. It starts right there.
Perfect combo.
Jimothy is the summer's most unlikely influencer after rising to internet celebrity status earlier this month when he was spotted in a Seattle suburb. The little round raccoon is going to need an agent soon, with all of the brands jumping on the Jimothy bandwagon.
It's the summer of Jimothy, the lovable, resilient, and curiously shaped raccoon taking the internet by storm. His name and likeness popping up everywhere. A Jimothy mascot racing around the bases at a Mariners game. Bobbleheads and t-shirts with the lovable little guy for sale. Even brands like Google and Budweiser are celebrating Jimothy. Goodyear Tires posting, if Jimothy is crossing the road, your tires better be able to stop. NASA posting a picture of Jimothy's Seattle neighborhood from space with the caption, Jimothy runs this city. And he sure does. Jimothy is a hometown hero. Seattle tattoo shops offering Jimothy deals. A local glass-blowing studio selling out their $125 Jimothy creations. And a local artist's portrait of Jimothy raising more than $6,000 for a local food bank. Jimothy is so popular that Washington State confirms someone has already claimed the Jimothy license plate. People just can't seem to get enough of this little round raccoon, who is following in the footsteps of beloved animals like Chonkers the sea lion and Punch the monkey. Jimothy was first spotted and named by Kiana Hall on July 13th.
What am I looking at?
Her Instagram video of him now with 8 million views and counting. The raccoon appears to have a rare congenital spinal deformity called short spine syndrome, but multiple animal experts say he appears healthy. Kiana telling the Seattle Times she came up with the unique name because he just looked like a Jimothy.
As one does. Next up for Jimothy, Seattle City Hall. On Sunday, one local council member will be celebrating Jimothy with an official city proclamation declaring this the Jimothy Summer. There will also be a Jimothy-inspired art contest where the winner's creations will be displayed in City Hall through Labor Day.
Just keeps going, huh?
Yes, it
Not
does.
the tattoos. Really? The
Too
tattoos?
far. So many things.
Okay.
No Jimothy lookalike contest, though.
Now with our play of the day, Sophie Flay is here with the story of a Good Samaritan doubling as Spider-Man.
Exactly. That's exactly what we saw. Check out this real-life superhero moment that was caught on a traffic camera in Arkansas. A man in a wheelchair was having trouble crossing this busy highway intersection when Spider-Man jumps out of that red Jeep and helps him safely get to the other side. That is 20-year-old Christopher Hellenthal, a student at Arkansas State University. So why was he driving around dressed up like Spider-Man? I know. We were all thinking it. He works at Ultimate Air Trampoline Park and was suited up for Superhero Day at work. And his parents raised him to always look out for others. Take a look.
Anyone could wear the mask. And I know Aunt May, she said, there's a hero in all of us, and I've always loved Spider-Man. Going to school, just trying to balance everything out. And he doesn't do that, but he still stays strong. And so that always just inspired me to just be like Peter Parker, be like Spider-Man, just be what he represents the best way that I can.
Such a sweetheart. Christopher says he's getting a ton of requests from local businesses and hospitals to show up in his suit. Now, if you'd like to watch Tom Holland in his Spidey suit, Spider-Man Brand New Day hits theaters nationwide next Friday.
I'm so excited for that.
Yeah. Incredible. He was fast, too.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Shout out to Aunt May.
Excellent.
Great advice.
That's a real fan.
And I hope he gets lots of work. What a nice young man.
Yes,
Thank
absolutely.
you, Sophie, for that. Coming up, a sweet new arrival to the Tampa Zoo. Plus, Grammy winner Coco Jones performs live for us right here in our summer concert series. Stay with us. Good morning, America. It's 8 a.m. A multi-day flash flood threat in the southeast after days of relentless rain. Plus heat alerts from Los Angeles to Minneapolis. Ginger tracking it all.
Why teen-ternity is trending. Parents saying the teenage years deserve their own leave policy, and what experts say about it.
That don't impress me much. Superstar singer Shania Twain revealing how she stays at the top of her game. Her pre-show ritual might just impress you much.
Here we go. And here we go. Grammy winner Coco Jones is here live for our summer concert series. And she's saying,
"Good morning, America."
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Friday. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America, and it's great to have you with us on this Friday. We're all so excited for Coco Jones. She's going to be performing her new single live coming up in our summer concert series.
She is bringing the tea and the vocals for us this morning. And Rhiannon Alley is with a great crowd in the Indianapolis Colts practice field in the home of the NFL Flag Championships this weekend. We're going to meet players of one of the fastest growing sports in the country.
Yes, definitely looking forward to that. But first, a look at the top stories breaking at 8, starting with the multi-day flash flood threat in the southeast after days of relentless rain in North Carolina and the extreme heat alerts ahead of the weekend. Ginger tracking it all. Good morning.
Hey, good morning to you, Whit. So it really gives you perspective of what happened in West Virginia. This was Tuesday, remember, the flash flooding sucking that vehicle under that bridge. So just new images coming in that really emphasize how powerful this front has been. Then in Statesville, North Carolina, trees down on top of cars. We had them throughout because the soil got really saturated very quickly. Today, we still have a threat, a level 3 out of 4. 4 flash flooding from Wilmington down to Charleston, including Myrtle Beach. You could see 3-inch per hour rainfall rates. That comes down really quickly through tomorrow. So tomorrow afternoon, we could end up with more than 4, upwards of a ½ foot of rain. Now, that's some good news because they've had a drought, but look what happens on the other side of that kind of system that's been in the southeast. Heat is building from extreme heat warnings in Palm Springs to Billings, Montana, and now extreme heat watches giving you a heads up from Minnesota down through Iowa. We are going to be super hot going through the end of the weekend, start of next week. Look at the numbers. Billings staying above 100, daily records possible in Rapid City, Denver into Texas. Add a little humidity. The corn is going to be sweating and adding to that humidity. Kearney, Nebraska feels like 114 this weekend. Rebecca?
You just made me want some corn. Okay, Ginger, thank you. We're going to go overseas now to the wildfires raging in Europe, forcing thousands to evacuate in France as intense heat grips that region. Maggie Rulli is tracking that for us. Good morning, Maggie.
Hey, Rebecca, good morning. Yeah, we saw these fires just absolutely explode overnight with evacuation numbers nearly doubling in the region. And guys, there doesn't seem to be any relief in sight. This morning, wildfires raging across Europe are forcing more than 70,000 people to evacuate. Flames engulfing beaches in southwest France, as authorities order the evacuation of the entire peninsula of the popular hotspot Cap Ferret, just southwest of Bordeaux. 32 fires across France, burning almost 3 times as much land compared to this point last year. Thousands of firefighters fighting the fires from the ground and the air. 2 firefighters were killed earlier this week. The flames fueled by another prolonged heat wave across southern Europe. Officials in neighboring Spain are warning of extraordinary danger and declared a national emergency in the area around Madrid. Several regions in Greece are on the highest alert level for wildfire danger. And guys, officials are warning that these dangerous fire conditions will continue with high winds and high heat expected to last for days. Rachel?
Oh, yeah, those images are staggering. Okay, Maggie, thank you. Now to a new push in New Jersey to make groceries more affordable. Elizabeth Scholze is in Washington with the details on the new law. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Hey, good morning, Rachel. So this is a growing movement to crack down on surveillance pricing. That's when companies use AI to adjust prices in real time. So you could pay a different price when you're checking out than someone buying the same thing, same time. New Jersey's governor signing a law that prevents grocery stores from using personal data like your browsing or purchasing history to set prices. Maryland and Connecticut have approved similar bans on surveillance pricing for groceries. New York also passed legislation on this. New Jersey's law also implements a 1-year ban on the use of new digital price tags on shelves at stores. So you might have seen, for example, electronic prices at Walmart, which the company says stay the same no matter who is shopping. There is some opposition to this new law. An association representing New Jersey businesses says that new limits on consumer data could ultimately result in fewer loyalty programs, coupons, and discounts for customers. Whit.
All right, Elizabeth, thanks so much. President Trump is expected to attend tonight's rescheduled White House Correspondents' Dinner, the event happening after a gunman opened fire during the original dinner back in April. The suspect pleading not guilty to charges, including attempting to assassinate the president and assaulting a federal officer with a deadly weapon. Tonight's event taking place in a smaller hotel with a limit on the number of people who can attend. The Secret Service saying earlier this week that an advanced team was evaluating the site. Coming up here on our GMA morning menu, parents are clocking out of their jobs to show up for their teens. It's called Teen-ternity, and it's sparking a lot of conversation.
It certainly is. Also ahead, Shania Twain's secret, the superstar singer revealing how she stays at the top of her game for show days.
Plus, GMA Game Day. Rhiannon Alley is with flag football teams and fans. She'll tell us how the Colts are supporting the sport, one of the fastest growing in the country, and layers with Lori B.
Yeah, you know it's hot outside, but Lori B has the right stuff to help you cool down. Clothing that's just right for this season. It's coming up right here on GMA. And can we just say, how cute does she look today?
Yeah. Love you.
Love the scarf idea. It's coming up on GMA.
We're back now with our GMA cover story. For many parents, the hardest years aren't when you have a toddler at home. They're when your kids turn into teens. Now, some parents are taking a teen-ternity leave, as it's called, to be more present during those critical teenage years. We've all seen those scenes of moms on maternity leave, as portrayed on hit shows like Friends.
And a round thing in your face. Yes.
And dads on paternity leave, like on Modern Family.
Sorry we're late. I was at work. Oh, he loves to say that.
But what if parents took time off years later when their kids were teens? So-called teen-ternity leave, now a growing trend. Parents quitting or taking leave from their jobs when their kids hit the teen years.
Even if she doesn't need me, I want to be there.
41-year-old Amber Davila from San Antonio left her thriving PR firm to spend more time with her nearly 13-year-old daughter.
As hard as we needed to be protected back then, we need to protect them even more now. Social media and the way that it impacts them. It's not the internet I grew up with. It's not the society I grew up with.
Amber also remembers her own struggles as a teen.
And I remember it just being so hard and just needing someone to be there and to support me. And I didn't feel like I had that. I wanted to be that safe place that she could come whenever she was in trouble.
And kids need other kinds of support too. For example, a full-time driver. Mom Karen Johnson wrote a blog on the subject.
There's just not only the driving, but just being there for your children, the conversations, the mental health issues, all of it. There's more pressure to be involved when you think about being ready for the college application. The pressure is on to do all the things. And I think that the moms are feeling it.
But experts say taking leave mid-career comes at an undesirable time for many when kids are soon leaving for college.
And so making the decision to pull out could only be for a few privileged few, it seems to me, that could really afford to do that.
Experts say there is little research showing parental leave helps kids in the long run, and that teens learning to be more independent is essential at that age.
Leave, taking time off or whatever, isn't going to cause kids to do better. It's what that parent is like when they're there, and what their presence looks like, I think, is critical.
So I love this conversation, and we've all been like going at it here on the couch, but I can tell you myself as a parent of a tween and a teen, there's that fine line of wanting to be present, be more involved, but also giving them their space.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Right.
It's tricky though, but I love the idea.
I love the idea, but I also think it's very important to show kids hard work and
exactly.
That
Be an
mom and dad get
example.
up and work. You know, it goes both ways.
Totally.
Be present is, I think, the bottom line.
Present, and once a parent, always a parent, even when they leave.
I know.
Right.
Okay. Talk to me, sister.
Yeah, my parents know that well.
It doesn't end.
We're going to go now to superstar singer Shania Twain, revealing what it takes for her to stay at the top of her game. And Sophie Flay is back with the Grammy winners pre-show ritual. Tell us about that, Soph.
Yeah, Rebecca, overnight Shania Twain released her new album, Little Miss Twain, and she's opening up about her diet on the road and the discipline it requires for her to put on a great show.
Let's go, girls.
For Shania Twain, the prerogative to have a little fun comes with eating like an athlete. The 60-year-old Marvel telling the Wall Street Journal she has a strict pre-show ritual, including eliminating dairy and no solid foods. She says, I drink all of my nutrients on show days before singing, and then after the show, I will eat. That drink is typically a protein shake, non-dairy, of course. Her perfect shake, raw spinach and banana. Shania most recently on stage opening for Harry Styles' 12 London shows. The five-time Grammy winner saying her pre-show diet is a little bit more like an athlete and saying once she's on stage, your hunger goes away for some reason.
There's no one size that fits all. Shania found a routine that works for her, and someone else's routine is going to be absolutely different. For many of my patients, we found ways to actually eat maybe 3 to 4 hours away from performance time so that you're not experiencing reflux-like symptoms and that you're able to be well nourished and perform.
Shania mentioning you wouldn't want to eat the wrong thing before going to the gym, and she approaches performing in the same way, adding after the show, she eats like a camper.
Oh, that's Shania's time to get into.
We want the after show pictures of the food, too.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm so happy for her. What a renaissance she's
It's
having.
incredible.
60, wow.
Thanks, Sophie, for that. And Larry, you got some pop news?
I do indeed. We're going to begin, guys, with John Mayer. The Grammy winner has been honored with the Hollywood Reporter's Philanthropist of the Year award at the 2026 Social Impact Summit for his work with war veterans living with PTSD. Mayer telling the Hollywood Reporter he was moved into action after visiting the Wounded Warrior Barracks in Jacksonville, North Carolina in the early 2000s, saying it was critical to him to be of some use in some other way other than music. Mayer's Heart and Armor Foundation has now raised millions for veterans and advanced research on PTSD symptoms, including $5 million in personal donations from Mayer himself. On the music side, fans will be so happy to hear, including me, that he is working on a brand new album, and this will be his first, guys, since 2021.
Excellent.
Bring it, John.
Yeah, and such an
thank you for
important
your hard
cause.
work.
Thank you.
He's a wonderful person.
Yeah.
Hey, all right, we are 1 week away from Spider-Man Brand New Day hitting theaters. But before we see the movie on the big screen, two of the movie's stars, Tom Holland and Jon Bernthal, swung into the hot seat on Hot Ones to take on some spicy wings and talk about the two huge blockbusters that they're both starring in this summer. Take a look.
I think all of the best Marvel characters are ones that are really relatable and have real emotions, you know? And I think that when you read the poem, it's super, super emotional. There's so many different communities that feel seen in the Marvel world, and I think, you know, the Odyssey is a globe-trotting adventure and experiences so many different cultural elements of that time.
So cool. All right, I'm sorry to report, though, that the wings did get the best of Tom. There he is eating them. He could not keep it together after consuming some of the spiciest wings of his life, he says. But the superhero isn't letting that keep him down. Nope, the press tour for Spider-Man Brand New Day. It's hard to read when I'm looking at a video. It's heading to Shanghai right now. And next week, one of the stars of the movie, Jacob Batalon, will be right here in our studio to tell us all about it. Spider-Man Brand New Day. Swinging into theaters next Friday, July 31st.
Tom was saying that one of the most difficult parts of the wings, it's not the wings, it's the milk. It's the gallons of milk that you have to chug afterwards.
But he stayed so earnest through the whole thing, which is so endearing.
It's just the best. All right, finally, to one wholesome trend taking over the internet. Librarians are taking their favorite pop songs and finding books that match the lyrics. Look at this. You guys, it's really cute too. Those were librarians Annabeth and Justin at the Hoover Public Library in Alabama doing, of course, I've had the time of my life. One librarian at the Herrick District Library in Holland, Michigan has been doing this for years. It's started to catch on now everywhere with librarians. The Lakeview Community Library in Wisconsin even adding a Taylor Swift spin on the trend. Yes, do it.
Great book recs too.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Very dramatic, too.
Back now with the right stuff. GMA lifestyle contributor Lori B is here with clothing to keep you cool during these really hot summer months. Where are we starting?
Well, we're going to start here with the Columbia Omni Freeze dress. So you ladies are already so cool, but it is getting so hot outside.
This is nice and lightweight.
It is so lightweight. But let me tell you guys what's really cool that you can't see, because while this just looks like a fun sporty dress, you know, it's around $50 on Amazon. It's by Columbia, so they're known for making performance wear. And what you can't see are these little blue rings that are engineered into the fabric of the dress. You won't be able to see it. And what it does is it's like a cold compress. So when you sweat, it actually cools you down.
Really?
So sometimes we're thinking of cool clothes and you're just like, oh, it's moisture wicking. I'm familiar with that. This does that and then levels it up. Yeah. So when you do sweat, it uses the sweat to trigger the cooling factor. So it's like a towel, but with a cold compress built inside, and it also has UPF protection in there. So it's great. It's packable. Again, under $50. So when it gets really, really hot as we head into August, this is incredible.
That's great. You have a shirt over here, Lori.
What
does this do?
So we realize that a lot of you ladies out there want to look tailored, or you have to wear something a little bit more professional to work, right? So this is from Land's End. Everybody was really excited about this. First of all, it's only $25.
Okay.
And what this does is it's moisture wicking, and it's made from a lightweight fabric. So not only will it help keep that sweat off of your body, it dries really fast, and it helps just move that sweat right around so you don't get those sweat marks, right?
Yeah.
The other really cool thing about this is that it has an easy finish on it, so it won't wrinkle as quickly.
It looks so crisp right here.
It is so crisp, and that's the thing. Like, you know how sometimes when you're in a nice crisp white shirt, you leave the house, you're like, I'm looking good.
Yep.
You sit on the train or in your car, you get out, not only is it sweaty, but now you're wrinkled, and you're like, I left and I felt so great. This will keep you looking like that the whole way through. And again, for $25, it's a great deal.
Land's End is great. They have some great steals.
It is. Okay, let me talk to you guys about this from Third Love.
Okay.
So let's just be honest. Sometimes you get hot and it's in the bra area, right? We're just gonna keep it real this morning, ladies and gentlemen. And we were really excited about this technology from Third Love. This is TempSync. So if we talked about how something else is like a towel with a cold compress, this is like a towel with a smart thermostat built in. What it does is it uses volcanic mineral materials embedded into the fabric, so you're not gonna wash it out, right? It's already in there, to keep you cool before you start sweating. So it's there to like regulate your temperature before the sweat starts. So you don't have to sweat and then it will cool you down. This is going to regulate you the whole way through.
So you're even throughout the day.
So you are even. So there's no sweat in areas where you don't want it. It also still has perforated cups to help maximize airflow.
Nice.
So that if you do get really sweaty, it's gonna manage that as well. This temp sink it's really, really high tech in the cooling space, and the fact that they're doing it on bras and underwears is really big from Third Love.
Oh, underwear too. Good to know. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. There is nothing worse. I mean, I feel like you guys work out a lot, and there's nothing worse than when you're working out in the dead of August. You're like, I'm already hot, and now you step outside, and it's just like you're walking into a dryer, right? It's so bad. So we were really excited about what Spanx is doing. So
these are Spanx.
These are all from Spanx, you guys. So you get that technology where everything is, there's compression, that 4-way compression, and a lot of smoothing. But also this one is like a towel with a fan. This is their Stay Cool technology. So not only is it gonna moisture wick, but it's gonna dissipate body heat.
Wow.
So we've got towels, we've got smart thermostats, and now we've got one with a fan.
And you've got something for
all
kids.
Different, and even for kids, we've got Dry Move. This is pure, this is all from H&M, starts at $9. This is
come on.
so adorable.
Get out.
Moisture
So sweet.
wicking.
It's so
it has
cute.
minimal seams and a lot of mesh. So this is gonna, because we all know those kids who come home from camp and you're like, oh, did you go in a pool in your clothes? This is gonna help them, prevent them from being soggy and having a great time as well. And it's affordable.
I was one of those kids.
Were you?
Oh,
This does not surprise me. You're an
Sorry, my
overachiever.
parents. It was a mess. All right. Well, you can shop all these products on our website, goodmorningamerica.com, or take that QR card that you see right there, and scan it on your screen. It's going to take you right there. Thank you to Lori B. Coming up here on GMA, well, we are live in Indianapolis with the Colts talking about flag football. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Welcome back to GMA, live from New York City.
And back here on GMA, it's time for GMA Game Day, our countdown to Super Bowl 61, airing right here on ABC. And our Rhiannon Alley is just outside Indianapolis, where the Colts owners are big supporters of flag football there. She's there with a big crowd of players and supporters. Rhiannon, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Whit. Yeah, from backyard bragging to bright lights, kids from all over the world are here at Grand Park. This is the same place the Indianapolis Colts hold their training camp. They're here to show the world why flag football is one of the fastest growing sports in the U.S.
It's there. Touchdown!
It's a touchdown takeover in Indianapolis as the NFL Flag Championships kicked off Thursday.
Get there, Leyland! Good job!
With more than 350 teams from all over the world representing all 32 NFL clubs.
Elite on three. One, two, three, elite.
It's not just the boys. The girls are out here making plays too. The Indiana Elite are on a gridiron mission, sporting their white and blue for the Colts.
It's so exciting that we're able to come out here and play against these huge teams that are from bigger towns, bigger cities, and just being able to show our talent and show people back home that it doesn't matter where you're from, that you can go however far you want to take it.
With more than 4 million youth players in the U.S., flag football is soaring in popularity, especially among girls. The number of girls playing shooting up 85% in 3 years.
They're learning how to be competitive. Of course, they're staying active and just learning a love for the game. And this is where it's going to start. When these girls carry it through the years, the love for this game, it's going to build from the lower age groups because that's what they see. And our numbers are just going to keep going and going.
Girls flag is a sanctioned high school sport in 23 states, with 17 more offering pilot programs, including here in Indiana, where the Colts have pledged $1 million to launch the sport in high schools across the state.
Starting with only 8 teams in 2023, and now last year we had 78 teams. And we have to get to 100 schools to be a sanctioned sport here, and we're well on our way, and we feel really, really confident in that.
The Indianapolis Colts are now led by 3 sisters, Kaylin Jackson, Carly Irsay-Gordon, and Casey Foyt, making history after inheriting the team from their father, legendary owner Jim Irsay, who passed away last year.
It was really
a guiding light for us. He was the ultimate girl dad. For us, we were always encouraged by him. You know, he always made sure we had a seat at the table, and not just that, he reminded us that we belonged there.
Part of that legacy includes increasing opportunities for girls to thrive in the sport at all levels.
Come back!
Flag football will make its Olympic debut in 2028, and at the collegiate level, more than 250 universities sponsor women's flag programming, some now even offering athletic scholarships to flag players. These girls running routes and making memories at the same time.
I love that like a whole bunch of girls younger than me get to be able to come into a high school and be able to play like I wanted to. I hope it gets so much bigger.
I want to introduce you to two of the athletes that are going to college on flag football scholarships this fall. Yes, we have here Destiny Gaines and Landry Pfeiffer of the Indiana Elite, and their coaches with us as well. This is Jessie Pfeiffer. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Okay, so first I want to start. You guys are playing today. You've been playing flag for a long time. You have your flag belts on. Show us the technique. How do you get the flag out? What's the best way to do it?
Okay, so basically you don't want to just grab like the flags down here.
No.
That easily slips out, so you want to make sure you hold on to the handles and rip them out as soon
you
as
got to rip them from the handles.
Yes.
Yeah, I assumed that you just grabbed from here, but you're right. They get, you got to yank it really hard. Okay, so I want to talk to you, Destiny, because flag is no tackle. That, of course, is its big thing, but it's still a very physical game. Talk about what it's like to be out there on the field.
Yeah, absolutely. Even though it's not tackle, it definitely feels like it sometimes. It's a very fierce, aggressive game, always diving for the flags, diving for the ball, so it's still very aggressive.
And Landry, Jesse here isn't just your coach, he's your dad. What's it like out there on the field? When you're on the field, is he just coach?
I think he's a little bit harder on me than everybody else for sure because he wants what's best for me, but I like being coached by my dad. It's
It obviously worked. You're going to college on a flag scholarship. Jesse, what is it like coaching your daughter? And just talk about what flag means to these girls.
I tell you, it means more than just a game. They've built a lot of friendships, been able to go across the country and do many things that a lot of kids in our small communities don't get to do.
It's very cool.
The favorite thing about coaching my daughter is not just being there with her, but watching her grow. She's been playing, she's in third grade.
Wow.
So just watch her grow as a player and take advantage of opportunities she's been able to take advantage of.
Congratulations to you both on your scholarships and good luck today. They both actually have to jet to their game. It's coming up in just a few minutes. You can watch the NFL Flag Championships starting at 3 o'clock today on ESPN and all weekend long. It's going to be going on ESPN and ABC as well. So tune in. We're so excited for all the teams. We have some girls right here that are playing today as well. Back to you guys.
Yes, love it. We're ready to start our own GMA flag football league now. Thank you, Rhiannon.
Strategy. I wish I was around when I was a kid. I would have played.
It's all about the spin move and everything. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
All in the hips.
All in the hips. Now, with one of the world's most sought-after interior designers, Martin Lawrence Boulard has created stunning homes for some of the biggest names in Hollywood, and now he's taking viewers with him as he travels the world on his new design show called Live, Love, and Decorate.
I need to get rid of that chair and this chair, please.
He was the face of the Bravo hit $1 Million Decorators.
I completed some spectacular celebrity homes. It's pretty good to be Martin Lawrence Boulard.
Martin Lawrence Boulard, the super glam interior designer to the stars. Creating extraordinary homes for Elton John and Cindy Crawford, Grey's Anatomy star Ellen Pompeo. And when Cher needs a home decorated, she has Boulard on speed dial. Now, Boulard is taking viewers along on his global travels on his new show, Live, Love, and Decorate.
Knocking on the doors of my dearest friends, bursting with style and stories.
Martin's journey is taking him all over the wide world of design, from the antique markets of Paris.
This is the ultimate treasure hunt.
To the pop perfection of Palm Springs, California.
Batman! The iconic Batman house, once home to actor Adam West. The extraordinary thing is that you never know a city until you know the people that live in it. And that's really what this is about. I mean, we've got a real mix of these sort of fantastic people, and their lives tell a story of the city and why they're there.
This is the Anthony Bourdain of design.
Yes.
And it sounds like you are delivering the very same feel, but in the field that makes you happy.
It does make me happy.
I can't wait to go thrifting with you. I don't think we're going to get any bargains that day.
You'd be surprised.
How do you control yourself when you're doing a job and you know that you're going to the Paris flea market or the Grand Bazaar
there is
from
no controlling
shopping
me.
for yourself?
Look, I'm covered in things that we got on these trips. It's been a disaster.
It's a huge hazard for the job, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's the best part because the places that you go, they also inspire you to create amazing interiors.
And some of the treasures in his travels are so good, he just couldn't resist keeping them for himself.
Now, I found this in the Grand Bazaar in Istanbul. It came from some sort of extraordinary statue. And who knows where it came from.
Has anybody looked at it and told you age?
Yeah, well, apparently it's between 900 and 1,000 years old.
Wow.
And then the other thing that I love wherever I go is fabrics.
Yeah.
So this is a beautiful silk ikat, and then it has a silk velvet ikat on the front. So these things are unbelievably inexpensive when you're in those markets. Yeah. Imagine this, a beautiful room that you could do in this sort of wonderful cream color with white trim and then beautiful blue sofa and throw this on.
Oh my gosh, did you just decorate a room?
Yes, I think so.
Let's get some real life takeaway, because it's not every day that our viewers get decorating tips and thrifting tips from the one and only Martin Lawrence Boulard.
Always, if you see something that you love, buy it, because you're never going to see it again. So if you see it, you love it, you can afford it, buy it.
Yeah, you'll find a place for it.
You'll find a place for it.
That you will, and you can catch episodes of Live, Love, and Decorate on Homeworthy's YouTube channel. So fun to be with them, Ginge.
And you two together like magic. Can't wait to see it. Okay, Live, Love, and Decorate, and you can dream of that decoration right here at our GMA Beach Club. We are serving up some tasty tropical drinks. Janet, cheers for everybody in the audience. But also, we're all getting ready for Grammy winner and R&B singer Coco Jones to take the stage for our special concert series. Everyone's excited for that new single? Yes, we are. We are having such a good time playing. You've got some of the Connect 4, of course, right here at our beach. I don't know if you noticed, but the water's warm, right? We put our toes in already. And our sponsor, Norwegian Cruise Line, has a great spot for enjoying a day at the beach as well. They are redefining the private island experience at Great Stirrup Cay, where you can experience a bold new water park and the freedom to vacation your own way. Yep, guests can spend the day relaxing on white sand beaches or unwinding at the Great Life Lagoon, where there are two, not just one, but two swim-up bars and private cabanas, and families then can also enjoy Splash Harbor, which looks like a blast. It's designed with younger guests in mind, of course. You can scan the QR code for the exclusive GMA discount of up to $500 off select sailings on Norwegian Cruise Line.
And we're back here on GMA with our summer concert series, and Grammy Award winner Coco Jones is here. In just a minute, she's gonna perform her #1 hit, Here We Go. But first, we gotta catch up a little bit. One thing I love that you're doing, you're posting these videos and you're really taking fans behind the process. What was the inspiration behind that song?
Well, honestly, Body So Tea, I feel like it's kind of affirmations. It's speaking life into yourself. I've always said and always believe words are so powerful. And I feel like people were asking me, like, how did you get to where you are in life?
Yeah.
And I was like, I did the work. And so it was kind of like the example of some of the things that I did to get to where I am now. It starts with, like, loving you, you know?
Yeah, and this is such a good era for you. You're working on this new album. Congratulations on your engagement.
Thank you.
So it's a good time to be Coco Jones, okay? So let's not keep everybody waiting. Performing her #1 hit song, Here We Go, it's Coco Jones.
On my lock screen, I already know what it means. I was rolling in his bed, you was rent free in my head. I thought I was done with that. Please, I wanna love another person. Can I love another person this time? Me, I've been putting all this work in, and you still got a place in my mind. Why it's gotta be your way? I want it to be mine. What you think this is for play? Must be out of your mind. They tell me to ignore it. Don't you think that I've tried and I've tried and I've tried and I've tried? But I know when you said goodbye, you ain't mean no goodbye. Here we go. I know when you get to liking my picture this time. Here we go. Over and over and over we go. Older and older and older, but soon as I finally meet someone else I like, here we go. Better man. Why don't you just be the better man? Why I gotta be the bigger man? You just wanna be the middle man, tryna get in between. Why don't you just be the better man? Why I gotta be the bigger man? You just wanna be the middle man, tryna get in between. And why don't you just be a better man? Why I gotta be the bigger man? You just wanna be the middle man, tryna get in between me, baby, 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 baby. Middle man, tryna get in between. Tryna get in between.
I mean, how about that performance from Coco Jones? So good. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Thanks for Coco for being here.
Yes, have an amazing weekend. Thank you.